How you doing, everybody? My name's Josh Scalf, and this is a video testimonial / diary that I want to put together for Dr. Willey, who is a neuromuscular dentist in Dunlap, Illinois, but he does also have an office in Galesburg, Illinois as well. And the reason I want to do this is because I want to document the process that I'm going through with an issue that I found out that I have, which is called TMJ disorder. It deals with your jaw joint. And what happened was, starting at about 3 weeks ago, I had this weird surge that had shot up the back of my neck and up to the top of my head and kind of left a slight burning sensation up there. It wasn't terribly painful or anything, but it certainly jumped me up off the seat of my couch, and ever since that day, I had been dealing with dizzy spells, slight vertigo, but I had also, for quite some time prior to that, had been dealing with major pain and discomfort in my jaw muscles, which eventually led into daily headaches and migraines as well. And it did not matter how much Aleve or Advil or any kind of mild painkiller that I would take, would not take that away. And so it led me to, after a while, I kind of started getting a little worried because the dizziness seemed to be getting a little worse and was not going away. And so I finally went to the emergency room, and they did a CT scan on me, which did not reveal anything. I was just trying to rule out the worst case scenario. And they diagnosed me with bilateral TM joint pain, which again is just the TM joint in your jaw. And from that point, I made an additional appointment to have my eyes checked, and just to see if it was something about my eyes that was causing the dizziness. But I also took the information from the emergency room about the bilateral TM joint pain that they diagnosed me with, and got online, and I started doing some research about TMJ disorder. And what I came across is Dr. Willey, who again is a neuromuscular dentist who I had never heard about before. And so I ended up making a phone call, because after researching their website and looking at all the symptoms that TMJ disorder can cause, I found out that I was basically checking off about 3/4 of that entire list, and it's not a short list by any means. And that's another reason I want to shoot this, is because I really feel that more people need to be aware of this, because there are so many people out there that are probably suffering from this and have no idea that that's probably what the root cause is, with all the other symptoms that they may be having and dealing with. And it certainly flies under the radar. There's no doubt about that. And so that's, again, another driving factor for me wanting to shoot this testimonial / diary again. So I called them up, made my first appointment, and within the first appointment they were very thorough with explaining everything to me, and they allowed me to speak my own piece without ever cutting me off like I tend to get with other physicians and other dentists. I didn't feel like I was getting the proper treatment, and not quite even listening to me, I guess I should say. Nothing against these people. I'm not trying to throw them under the bus, but it's just a hard fact. It's a true fact. And so within the first visit, they explained everything to me. The staff was incredibly thorough and incredibly patient and extremely nice, which is, again, another rarity, I feel. So from that point on, I felt extremely confident and like I was in the proper hands and I was on the right path to get all this figured out. And so what he did was, that very day, I went ahead with the procedure and signed up for it, and what they made was this orthotic mouthpiece that I have to wear. I got to wear it for 24 hours a day, and I just, I need to take it out to eat is basically the only time I'm taking it out. I do sleep with it, and it only took a couple days to really get used to it. It really isn't uncomfortable or anything. It just took a little bit to, get used to wearing it in my mouth. And so this video is 1 week later, and about 85% of all those symptoms have disappeared. I don't have the jaw pain, which a lot of it was caused because I clench through the night, and through the day I'll find myself clenching my teeth together, which just causes tremendous discomfort in my jaw. I would wake up in the morning and just my jaw felt extremely tired and sore, and it just wouldn't relax through the day. And so again, this is 1 week later. The jaw pain has completely disappeared. The headaches that I was getting that would not go away have disappeared. I don't deal with the daily headaches like I was dealing with. And the dizziness, again, today I actually did not experience any dizzy spells whatsoever. So I'm thoroughly impressed, and only having it be a week later, which this is actually a 3-month treatment, and what they'll do is they put a TENS unit on your jaw muscles and your neck and your shoulders, which just sends little small electrical pulses to more or less, confuse the muscle memory and get it to relax in a relaxed state. And you'll have this, you TENS without the mouth guard in, and once your muscles get into a relaxed state, you'll put your mouth guard back in, and it keeps your jaw, all those muscles from tensing back up, and it prevents you from really being able to clench and really stress and strain those muscles. So again, I cannot thank Dr. Willey enough. I highly, highly recommend, if you have seen and come across this video, I highly recommend you check into them and see if it might be something that is causing your issues. Because again, I think this certainly flies under the radar. There's so many people out there that are suffering with things, as I explained, the dizziness and all that stuff, and there's plenty more symptoms out there, and you would never ever think to relate them to a dental issue or a jaw issue. The body certainly works in mysterious ways, and when I saw the sheet of paper that they listed of, you need to check off how many of these symptoms you're having, I found myself, darn near checking every one of them off, probably a good 3/4 of them off. And so it's the Koala Center for Sleep Apnea and TMJ disorder. It's, again, in Dunlap, Illinois, and they do have an office in Galesburg, Illinois as well. So again, thank you, Dr. Willey, for everything that you're doing for me, and thank your entire staff. I could not be more pleased and more happy with all my visits that I've had with you so far, and I do look forward to becoming 100% symptom free, and I can absolutely see how that's going to be possible. So again, I highly recommend you checking this out and doing some research yourself, so you can see if maybe you might be having the same issues, and see if you can actually have proper care to relieve yourself of this, instead of masking everything with drugs or prescription drugs that most physicians seem to want to push on you. And so again, stay tuned. I'm going to do this once a week, and follow my progression with this and let you know how I'm feeling, and that'll be the video diary that I'm going to be shooting here. So I look forward to doing the next video next week and telling you how I've progressed at that point. So we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.